Season 4, cycle number 8. We have made it. The final day of the regular season is here. And boy, what a day it is. Well, especially to kick it all off. Ladies and gentlemen, you are tuning in to what is one of the most important online matches we have had in a pretty long time here within the last year, you could argue. We have Complexity versus Sync Esports, and the reason why I say this, yes, it's a loser's bracket finals matchup. You know, that's all good and dandy here. But the winner of this will get the automatic invite to the World Finals in Thailand in the month of June. The loser will have to play in the playoffs coming up here in the postseason to determine if they can make it or not. But those playoffs, I mean, nothing is guaranteed in those. Absolutely not. So obviously winning here pretty much is going to put a team on cloud nine and qualifying for those World Finals. So going to be a blast here. Best of 3 series to determine that. It's come down to this, Complexity versus Sync Esports. So to say the least, I'm excited to be here. I'm sure you guys are excited to be here, and we should have some good Han ahead of us here. With that said, I'm also kind of a special cast here, you could say. So going to be bringing on somebody I haven't had on in a while at least, but I'm happy to have him on. I'm going to be joined by the one, the only Probusk as my co-caster. How's it going,
Hey, what's up,
man?
Reggie? Pretty damn good. I can't wait to see the winner of this match.
Yeah, there's obviously quite a bit on the line. I think I've made that clear with that introduction right there. This is pretty important. So it's kind of fun how it worked out this way. You know, a lot of people were hoping even that these two teams would eventually match up, and sure enough, we get it here. Now it's, you know, obviously it happens to be in the losers bracket final, so a little bit interesting how it worked out that way, but. No, it's happening, so that's the fun thing. Anyways, I'm rambling on here as usual, but we already got plenty happening as far as this draft is concerned. So let's start getting into the nitty-gritty here and looking at what we're dealing with. Wild Soul, Tundra, Ophelia, and Midas bands initially. Interesting stuff there. We had Warbeast into Parasite, Behemoth into Magmus, Andromeda into the Sandwraith coming out. So looking at these drafts here,
Yeah.
Probusk, what do you think?
I mean, I think it's pretty straight, and I know it's very common. I mean, it's like the last couple of weeks, it's pretty common to ban Ophelia. Actually, the hero is just such a big factor in grouping up early and helping win those early team fights, which are really damn deciding for the game. And the Warbeast is something that I've talked a lot with Slapped about, and I think he even said it on his own stream that he kind of doesn't fear Complexity's Warbeast at all, and it's just a hero that Complexity will first pick every single time. So he's like basically giving it to them. Here, have this Warbeast. We don't care. And they will, it's usually being played by What You Got in the jungle, or even laning. They do that sometimes as well.
Yeah.
And then they do the whole Sandwraith countering to Behe and all that. So yeah, I think the draft is pretty standard here. I don't really see anything too out of the ordinary.
Well, it's funny where you're saying that, and, you know, I agree with you, obviously, but I don't know if you got the chance to watch the series yesterday, but Sync yesterday against Evil Corporation, to say the least, they did some funky things. Now, to be fair, Evil Corporation pulled out a couple of different things as well, but in the end, of course, Evil Corporation took the series 2-0. But a big criticism of Sync in their draft, both games, one, they ran a Corrupted Disciple in an off lane, and 2, they ran secondary support both games. They did not give Zlap to jungler, so
Yeah,
I don't know what that was
I saw
about.
the games. And it's something, I was watching Zibby stream the other day, and he actually had this title, Practicing Suicide Chipper and Corrupted Disciple. And I saw that stream, and then going into, and I saw the cast, and I saw the heroes, and I'm like, that's probably a corrupted suicide, and it was, and it didn't work out at all. With that said, though, I'm not necessarily going to bash too much on that pick in particular, because I don't think that was what lost him the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're trying out some new stuff, and I feel like I agree with you, and I noticed you said in that during that cast they could have maybe just, you know, gone with the usual stuff and, you know, win like they usually do, but, you know, they wanted to do something special, and it unfortunately didn't work out, and that just happens sometimes.
Yeah, well, at least they had the fallback here where, well, now they have to win this because this is the important series here, no doubt. So, again, looking a little more standard here, as we pointed out. Hellbringer coming out for Complexity. They like them some Hellbringer. Both these teams actually do.
Yeah, it's just such a strong team fight hero. It's so hard to deal with as well. So it's pretty obvious, though, how they how the mid lane and the suicide lane are shaping up to be for complexity. I think they can just look at those 4 picks and know exactly what lanes they're going at.
Yeah.
That's the kind of safety if you're a sync right now in the draft. So that's why they pick a greedy support like Mora. Mora is not the hero is not very good at boxing out suicide heroes, but a Bihi is one of the easiest heroes to box out. So that's a really, really good hero. And you know, you can even put the Mora stun on the Sandrift, and then he can port with his ultimate to somewhere, and the Mora will stun will connect there. So it's a really, really great combo. I really, really like both drafts so far. There's a hell of a lot of synergy going on.
Yeah. Yeah, no, both, again, both cap. You got to think, too, going into this, complexity, especially for even a little bit longer. I mean, they knew that this eventually could be coming and how important this is. And they've played each other so much as well. So, you know, really thinking about this, I'm sure, beforehand. It's not like they're just coming into this game fresh and be like, oh, that's right, what do we want to do? So,
Exactly.
They probably had a game plan, I'm sure, coming into this, it's safe to say.
Yes, and they're both captains are using all the time, asking out the team probably for what their opinions are, and you know, going through every pick possibly. He probably already has a good idea of what he's going to pick, but he wants to use all the time, you know, because there's so much on the line, and we see 10 and 19 seconds. Oh, he actually has to pick soon now here. Oh,
Swiftblade carry is going to be their option.
yeah. I want to say though they have done some weird man-up stuff, and let's see. I think that what you got is going to be playing the War Beast. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. I'll swap it up there. And then Drunken Master, pretty quick response there from Sync.
Yeah, yeah. The counter to the Swift plate, I suppose. They want to try and match him up against him because Swift really just can't touch Drunken at all. So yeah, I think sync lanes are probably going to be pretty standard. Short lane Sandrift with Mora, mid mag, Suicide Drunken, and for a change, you know, today Sync actually has a jungler, so we'll see how that works out for them. I do think that Slad is a lot more comfortable in his jungle position. He's really good at that.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's if they once again would have gone without a jungler, like I don't know what I would have thought or said. I mean, that just would have been ridiculous to me. So it's good to see them going the jungler, going Parasite here for him to play. But yeah, I mean, so I want to go back to the Swiftblade carry though. Again, he's not a very popular carry choice. And then you mentioned we saw the Drunken Master in response right away. Was Swiftblade the best option here? I mean, can it work?
Okay, let's look at what other carries were banned. So actually, there was like the Oogie. They really do like running that, and then that wasn't really much else. Well, Mage Pain, Oogie, right? So those are heroes that Formless definitely likes to have and play. Other than that, there wasn't really anything else. The Silhouette was up, assume. Yeah, the Silhouette was up. Everything else. So I'm not honestly not too sure because like when I look at the Hellbourne team, I don't really see that Swiftblade would be particularly good compared to like other carries. I actually do think that Silhouette is a really, really good carry against the Hellbourne team because they only have the Magnus to deal with him. Nobody else really can deal with him. But I mean, it could just be player preference, honestly, that he prefers the Swiftblade, and it honestly is a really strong laner. Probably not against Drunken, but in general, it really is. We'll see if they have some smart way of laning this, though. I think that recently, as of recently, Complexity has been doing a little bit of a different kind of laning style.
Well,
when we have been playing.
Complexity, you know, when they first really started breaking out of the scene, especially as Nullstone, they actually like to run this aggressive dual lane quite a bit. And I'm kind of wondering, could we possibly see something like a Swiftblade Andromeda man up here?
Yeah, honestly, I would like that a lot.
Yeah,
I think that would make so much more sense. Because I don't really see why else you would pick the Swiftblade, you know? Because like he really does a lot better than other carries if you're manning up, of course. And yeah, it would make so much sense if they did that.
Yeah. Well,
but then again, where are you going to put the Bihi? Is he going to solo against the Drunken? Because I don't think he's going to have a very good time there.
Yeah. But is Bihi going to have a good time anyways? I mean, there's kind of that argument where...
No, but it's like, so when he's 2v1 top, you're kind of expected to lose that lane, but when he's in 1-on-1, you kind of want that to be kind of equal, you know? So
yeah,
that's the difference there. But yeah, again, Bihi is not really, like, he's such a high-impact hero if you just get XP, so it's not, like, necessary that you get a ton of farm early on, that you need the Stridas, and then you can go around and make the other lanes win. Kind of maybe what they're thinking. But yeah, honestly, they could lane it like you said. But again, they do have a War Beast. They got to take that into consideration as well, because he's kind of a passive hero. You don't really man up usually, unless you lane him, right? But I don't really see them doing Hellbringer support this game.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're ready.
Yeah, this is going to be fun to see what they do here. So, oh, 5. No, never mind. They're not grouping up just yet.
So there's Boots and Bihi.
Okay.
But I think that might as well be suicide, honestly.
Yeah. If he's going boots, I think it's pretty certain that he's going to end up in the long lane.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So he's going
So
on here.
Zibba doing his. I think he's saving up. Like, what is it? He like Zibba always does these kind of interesting item builds, and I just look at them and I'm like, okay, so wait, what are you trying to do this game?
400 gold pulled up. Yeah, that is interesting.
I was thinking early boots, but then I'm like, he's not on a corrupted. He's on a drunken, and that. But yeah, we'll see. So, okay, so they're scouting out the lanes. I think that they see the drunken bottom now, right, with the wolf.
Yeah.
So they're well aware, and they are doing what you said. It looks like, and B of okay, well this does. They have done this before though. The short lane war beast, as we talked about.
Okay, so they're going to short lane the War Beast, and then they're going to have Behemoth play a secondary support here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they have done this against us as well in scrims, 2 times even, I think. And it was like so. I was so surprised the first time I saw it. What you got is playing the short lane. What is going on? But I think this might surprise Sing a lot because I don't think they can really contest this top lane unless Parasite gets a really, really good go. But you see the Andrew, she has both a counter ward and a real ward, and I guarantee you she's gonna block some camps. So where's Warby? Parasite might even go into their jungle. Look at that. But what you got blocked their own hard camp.
Yeah. Smart heads up there just in case, and sure enough, it's going to pay off right here as he's definitely headed. You mentioned that we're seeing some odd stuff, but hey, you know, just yesterday we saw a near play Defiler mid against Sync and actually do very well in the end. Help give Evil Corporation the victory. So definitely been seeing some fun stuff here as of late. But yeah, what you got is going to be the short lane on War Beast. So now, what kind of adjustments are we going to possibly see? Moira's
They're
already
just going to
heading mid.
sacrifice the Sainrave.
Okay.
This is something that slapped when he was casting with you. I think he was casting... Yeah, I was in that exact scenario. Well, he was at least casting some scrims. And we had this exact scenario. I mean, the picks were maybe even the same. I don't know. I feel like I've seen this before. But yeah, this is the correct thing to do. Sack the Sainrave. Did they even want the pool? They didn't. That's amazing for Sainrave because then he would actually get some XP. So Sainrave is a hero you don't necessarily... It sounds weird, right? But you don't necessarily need that much farm on him. But you do need levels, right? He can still do stuff with levels because he has the global ability, right? So that's what they're going to try and do, get a few levels of him. And then they're going to try and win the 2 other lanes. And Drunken against Warbeast, I definitely favor Drunken big time in that lane. Oh, by the way, we got our answer there to Zibba's items. He went the Crushing Claw plus the Hatchet.
Interesting. I think a lot of that had to do with who he was unsure of, obviously, who he was going to face against, and whether or not he wanted a buckler, or, you know, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. I like it. I mean, you definitely need some extra attack damage to lane against that Balcry Warbeast.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. Like, mid is going to be a hell of a struggle, I think, because look at Hellbringer's damage with Balcry.
Oh, wow.
93. So
Jeez.
I don't think Mega is going to have the best time here. We'll see.
Yeah, and he has Andromeda kind of backing him up. Obviously, he's already rotated to the middle lane. No point in having a tri-lane top when Sainwraith playing it very, very defensively, of course. So not often, though, seeing Hellbringer laning with the party as, Minotaur coming in, but they picked up on that. They're not ganked as a result, so good heads up there. Behemoth coming in with the invis. Now, he was seen picking it up, though, so you can tell they're playing this very defensive.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen too much there. But, well, I think a big thing to point out right now is that Slab actually missed the counter ward on the hard camp, so he's having to take, as a level 2 Parasite, he has to take a War Hunter right here and try and gank bottom.
I don't know if that's going to... Unless Warbeast... I mean, Warbeast is at half-life, actually, so this definitely could be a kill.
Definitely, yeah. But it's so much waste of time if they don't get it.
Yeah.
It looks like they will get it though easily. There's no ports this early on. So.
There's a dive. He's like, what do I do? No, he's blocking with the Hellhounds actually pretty well. So he may survive this. Are you kidding me?
It's very well played actually.
Wow. Drunken Master is finally coming over here, and I think he is going to be able to make it. So yeah, I mean, even as well as he played that, they still eventually get him. But now Behemoth going to try to block them here. Now Parasite in trouble. Moira's coming down as well. Andromeda here. If they kill Drunken Master, this is going to be big for the Legion team. Nice job with the stagger. Disjointed the common stun. It might not be enough in the end, though. In fact, I don't think it is. What you got gets credit for the kill, actually, with the Hellhound on top of that. Then he ports back. So, well, they got the Bloodlust, but losing Drunken definitely hurts.
Yeah, I mean, the Bloodlust makes it worth it, I think, but Drunken had more like GPM and stuff like that, and since the change, that actually, is he going to die bottom?
Oh, Andromeda. Oh, no. Now he's in trouble. Drunken's going to pour it in. Drunken's like, what do I do? No, again! That was more an Andromeda, though, to be fair. And now he is probably, yeah, he's definitely dead. So, man, the greed was real right there.
Oh man, it was. He must have been like, oh, he must have been so close because it's 500 range in the Comet Stone, right?
Yeah.
And that looked like it was really close.
Yep, just out, though. That's why he went for it, though, because, yeah, I thought it was going to go off, but...
Yeah, me too, for sure. So, okay, so we have, damn. This is such a struggle, though, for top lane, man. Hax is not having a game, and it's like you can't really do anything about it either. Because Swift has Ghost Marchers and Battlecry. 110 against Sainrave. He has double his damage. Like, what can you do?
Not much. Not much. But do they really need that? I mean, as you're talking about, I mean, it's kind of, now that it is a solo Swiftblade, ideally
Yeah,
you want
exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's the difference. When there are 3 heroes up there, it's fine. That if he gets XP, it's super good. But if it's a one-on-one scenario on your short lane, you need to be crushing it. You don't want to have it going like this.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know, like, at this point, at level 6 Swiftblade, he's so lethal. Like, you can't even rotate up a Mora, and, like, she's not going to do anything, you know? She's going to die. So...
It is pretty fun seeing the carries going at it, though. Formless and Hacks are in, obviously, both the carry players, and ending up in the same lane against one another. Who's running up here? That's the Strider's Behemoth. See if they can maybe catch Sandwraith. Now, again, he has a Desert's Curse, is able to go over those Fissure stuns, the blocks even, if that's what it takes. So, not an easy kill, necessarily.
No, for sure not. And I think I really like what Hax did here. He picked up the bolstering armband. And it's something I like to see, because it's the most valuable of those +6 items, especially early on. It'll give you, like, I think 100 health or something. And that's a lot, actually. Considering he's against, like, a Swiftblade with a lot of burst, you know?
So you like that over the Duck Boots?
Yeah, for sure. Actually, mid lane, Hellbringer.
Yeah, Hellbringer's in trouble. Now, Andromeda's nearby. Hellbringer's level 6, too. They could turn this, so they're not going to. But Hellbringer will survive. That's what I was looking for, and I think Sync kind of picked up on that. They did not commit for that reason, so good fallback by them. But yeah, Fuzzy Slot taking some pressure, but he is doing pretty well, as we expected here. At 300 gold per minute. Oh, top lane, he's dead. So the block, it was enough in the end. Was that Swift Slashes? It was.
It was, yeah. There's just too much damage for Sainrave. I mean, he did everything he could, Hax to survive it, and it was bound to happen, I think, at some point, and it's hard to avoid. But the thing is, though, that he's gonna have his merge, his ultimate, when he respawns, so he'll get a free TP, perhaps. You know, he can't actually afford a TP, so maybe there's gonna be a kill happening somewhere. I would like to see a dive mid right now, because they just, like, use Swift and everything, so we do. Nice.
Oh, they're gonna go, but this is where it's dangerous. Malphus comes out, Behemoth happened to be there. Samwraith in trouble, actually! He just poured it in. And he goes down. That's the worst case scenario, obviously. Andromeda, meanwhile, is going to get picked off here in the jungle, most likely. Let's see, somehow jukes this. There's no way, though. He will fall and make a credit for the kill right there. So it will be a 1-for-1. Warbeast, just going to harass Drunken a little bit. But, man, Sandwraith, the struggle definitely continues right there.
Life is a struggle.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, the death, ulti, death.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Well, he got a TP drop and he's back top to farming. On the bright side, he didn't lose any gold.
Okay. So let's Swiftblade here. He's obviously having a great start now. 435 gold per minute. He does buy a mana tube, so expecting to see the Rune Cleaver. Would you have done that as well, you think? Or?
Yeah, I like Cleave, especially when you have this good farm. So, well, it is a little iffy with the Warbeast, because he's a hero that doesn't really free up space. He doesn't really make plays.
Yeah. Well, they're going to try to make a play on him. Behemoth here, though. So, worst case, he's ready to block, which he actually does anyways. Keep him off, so.
Oscar's a really freaking good second support B. I'm not gonna lie. You don't expect it at all, because he's always on the suicide lane, but
yeah.
Man, he's doing a really good job with these rotations.
Yeah, I'm curious if we still should expect to see that 15-minute portal key or not, then. Seems like he's so good at getting every game.
That would be ridiculous if that's the case.
Oh, Parasite going to be found here. Is this going to be enough for the kill? Enough lockdown? He's going to be able to take over the creep. It still might be in trouble, though. Moira's here, level 4, is going to throw out a stun, and now Drunken Master also running over. So actually now Complexity the one's in trouble. You see Swiftblade. He has Swift Slashes. He is going to use it, but there's so much here. And it's not going to be the most damage in the end. So far, 2-for-0 in favor of Sync Esports. Moira trying to pour it in to maybe finish off Swiftblade. Not going to happen, though. Hellbringer here, but he does not have Malphus, and now he's on the run, actually. Fuzzy Slot did get credit for the kill, though, on Serenia. applying that
Oh my
dot.
god.
Sandwraith got low. Wow.
Is he not gonna die? What the hell?
He actually is going to live.
Oh my god. Those 5 heroes from Hellborn.
Yeah.
And Warbeast is just having his good time bottom. I was really expecting him to die there. But yeah, they don't have the god vision.
Nope, can't find him. So like you said, I mean, it actually worked out pretty well for Sync as far as numbers go, but Warbeast is just pushing bottom in the meantime, so.
Yeah, I definitely don't think that Hellborn want to take this game to the late game, because like the Hellbringer, the Behe, they have so good heroes. The complexity they have far superior late game. There's just nothing that Sync would ever be able to do in the late game. Like a Resto Hellbringer, what are you gonna do?
He's got
So we'll
Malphus.
see. Yeah, he just got it done now.
Oh, Magnus, need to be careful about that. So yeah, this comes back to Sync. I mean, Drunken's the only one having a pretty good time, having a really good time for that matter. But you know, so it's going to be on Zibbe, you feel, to definitely keep the movement going and make kills happen. Really,
I honestly would just like to see like a really like some big pickup by him. I'm not even like a Shroud. I think would be a game-winning item, because like that, if he goes out, buys a Shroud, kills Swiftblade twice, I think they're in this game. But I think it's something like that they need right now, because they don't have the greatest pushing team. They're gonna kill Andro for free. That's a fine kill. But again, you know, after the patch is, I stressed it so many times. Like a kill on the support, it really doesn't do much.
no.
Because you know you get the more gold the more GPM the enemy hero you kill has, the more gold you get and XP as well for the level, of course. So level 3 Andro with 90 GPM, how much did they get? 150 gold.
Yeah, not much.
Not a lot.
Oh, Constant will still hit, but it doesn't matter right there. So, yeah, I mean, Love has died 4 times here, so obviously you don't want to be feeding necessarily, but still, yeah, that is a good point to bring up, that, yeah, committing as many resources as they perhaps are, it's not worth it sometimes even.
It doesn't do a lot killing supports anymore after that patch.
Oh, bottom lane, Drunken will be fine. He has that Ring of the Teacher. He even chose to go Steam Boots, which actually I find interesting, because Ghost Marchers I feel like are really good on Drunken and enhances damage so much, but like in the
they are good, but I think Steam it depends. I mean, I think if I have 400 GPM, I probably would also go Ghost Marchers, but Zib is also a player who likes to do different things, and I actually sometimes go Steam Boots as well on Drunken. It's not that bad. I think Ghost Marchers are a little bit better than Steam Boots on him, but it's not like Steam Boots are bad. But again, it is a little bit awkward, because, you know, it is the base damage, right, that he deals with his Q, I believe, right?
Yep.
So you're like, okay, so do I go on Int Boots or on Strength Boots, right? Because, like, do you want to have more damage or save mana? It's like, God, what do we do? So that's the awkward part about it, but yeah.
That's a good point, yeah. The mobility of the Ghost Marcher is so good. The just increased damage overall for his skills and his auto attack, so good, yeah. But I mean, like you said, it's not like stats and Steam Boots are bad necessarily. It is just perhaps.
Yeah, usually you would go Steam Boots if you're like struggling a bit, or if the enemy team has like a big burst, like a Pebbles or something like that. But
yeah,
it's not really the case here. But maybe I think it's a good like personal preference. It's fine as well. His playstyle may fit it. I really am so curious to see what he's gonna buy though.
Yeah. 1100 gold. The Assassin Shroud, I mean, that's interesting for, you know, this heavy strength hero to go in Assassin Shroud, but if he wants to play that, you know, mobile ganker to get those solo kills especially, that seems like an item. Well, why not Portal Key then at that point? Wouldn't Portal Key be pretty good then?
No, because you need the damage from Shroud. And it's like, I think in this particular game, it's a little bit better, and that's like the main reason I'm suggesting it. It's because they have a Sandrift as well. So like, he really can get easy picks with that. If you find someone in the jungle, and then he calls for the Sandrift ult, and they go on him, and then they get out, it's such a swing. And I think they will lack that hero who can go in there and find it, unless they have the Wild Hunter Shroud, of course. Or Stealth Hunter, I mean.
Speaking of that, Parasite, well, no, he got an Alchemist Hooker there, and now he's going back to farm here. So, Zlap's impact, I mean, he's 2-0-2, so obviously from that point of view, he's definitely doing pretty well. Only 240 gold per minute, though, so with that mentioned, you know, not the ideal start that Zlap is hoping for, I'm sure, but at least he's going up and up here, and again,
yeah, it goes back to them. I mean, him missing the wall on the hard camp, you know, in the jungle there.
Yep.
So he had to like take over stealth hunters and stuff like that at level 2, which really isn't ideal at all. It's like way too early for those. So that's unfortunate, but it happens. Like
Yep.
You can't always be 100% sure on hitting the counter wall because you know the range is too big.
Yeah, and again, when these teams play so much, you figure they're going to be changing it up, and the mind game's coming to play as far as where do you place the wards and everything. So
Oh, for sure.
it's not going to be the same every time.
And a lot of teams they have a tendency to place the same wards, so you know you kind of know each other well
Yeah.
when you face each other so much, you know. So Swift is actually closing into that cleaver, and that's going to be a pretty solid timing, honestly. And Warb is even stealing that
Yep.
Ancients. Whoa.
I saw him do that. He put the hell on over here, and he realized that they're double stacked. No one's over here, and he's like, might as well do these. I got a double damage rune, so.
Oh, man.
He's
Look
gonna-
at that XP, level 10.
Yeah, he's going to pretty much get them all. I didn't think he was going to get them all, honestly, but no, he is at this rate, so.
They don't even see him, did they?
I don't think so. They have no vision. No, they have this port of sight here. I mean, they might have seen him, like, run in this direction, but. Well, they definitely
It's
didn't
really
react
close
to
to
it.
see.
And he'll leave the Hellhound behind to block. Smart.
I think Fuzzy just bought a Sustainer or something.
That would make sense. Resto Stone first is a pretty good item on Hellbringer.
Okay, no, he's going
Mighty Blade.
Shrunken? What?
You know, I see. That's the thing. I don't think Fuzzy Sloth goes Resto Stone. Like Zibe does, so if he's playing it like we would expect it, but Fuzzy Sloth doesn't go Resto Stone first. And now I don't know if you should go Shrunken by any means, but that is interesting.
But Shrunken and Hellbringer, that seems so weird.
Unnecessary, really. Yeah.
I've never seen that before. Like, I mean, usually we go Shrunken on a hero that like would deal static damage and like has to get attacks up in fights.
Yeah.
You wouldn't really do it on a hero that blows his spell and then he's done, you know?
No, I'm with you, and especially when you're going up against a very farmed Drunken Master who's not going to care about a Shrunken Head at all. Sandwraith to an extent, yes, it will stop the mock damage from happening, which is good, but no, yeah, it does seem a little funky. So I don't know what the logic is behind this.
Do you think it could be a Frostwolf skull, maybe?
God, maybe, but that would be a stretch too.
I mean, honestly, I think that would make more sense, maybe, because they have so many melee, like Sandwraith and Drunken. If you could hit them in fights, just sit and hit on them. It's annoying because you can't. Melee heroes, they struggle to get auto attacks off in fights when they're slowed, obviously. So that's pretty annoying to face, but I still think a Resto would be a little better. But man, we'll get to see that.
Yeah, we'll see how this Shrunken, if that's what it turns into, whatever it may be, works out for
So
him.
by the way, Zibu chose to get a Bissell Skull, and I think that's completely fine too. It kind of symbolizes that they want to fight a bit more, and it's a great item, obviously, where they have that many melee heroes, so I don't mind that at all. And another note, what you got picked up a Bulwark, so he doesn't go the puzzle because he's against that Parasite, right? So he doesn't want to give him the free puzzle box, of course. So yeah, good heads up there.
Makes sense. Going to do his own Ancients in the meantime, sending out those Hellhounds, of course, again. Swiftblade obviously has the Rune Cleaver now, and is going to start pushing out this bottom lane. So 450 gold per minute. Now, Haxorn has definitely recovered, as really expected. 3,100 gold saved up here. So the mock, it's coming. It's coming at least. So, I mean, is complexity in a hurt? Like, should they really be looking to force stuff before he gets this mock, or is it not a big deal in the end?
I don't think they really can force stuff when you bought a Cleaver on Swift. I think if they wanted to force stuff, they had to go team on him. So I think they are completely fine with farming this. Swift is gonna outfarm Sandwraith easily with that cleave. So yeah, they're pretty fine with taking the time.
Yeah.
They don't really have a team to force it. If they had a Blink Bee and stuff like that, sure, but it's not like he's gonna have a Blink even by the time he has Muck, so it's not really... maybe they'll have to stick a little bit more together when he gets it, but it's not really like... It's not like they lost the game or anything even close to that. No. So
Absolutely
it'll
not.
be just fine. So Mickey has his Blink in 20 gold, 16 minutes.
Okay. Not too bad here. Obviously, you mentioned Behemoth. Again, he's still way off of that, playing the secondary support role here. Hasn't been able to get as much farm as maybe we used to see on Oscar, so going to be a little bit longer before he gets that. But yeah, 2,100 gold on Hellbringer. But that's the thing. It's like this Shrunken Head is... What is that going to... That's not really a threat, though. Like, if I'm sinking, I'm seeing the Hellbringer go a Shrunken Head here for his first item with decent farm. It's like, all right, I mean, we'll just keep farming and doing our thing, I guess. Top tower goes down. Haxorn, it looked like they were trying to make a play on him, but the fissure, not enough.
Yeah, it was
actually.
really close. He got it though. It's hard to outlast hit a hero with Sword of the High though, because it's 144 damage.
Yeah.
So he got the tower. That's good for Sync. damn, this game is just dead even, and I'm just
It
like,
is.
uh,
Yeah, I can't say I expected anything different though. Again, with what we got on the line here, we see this with so much on the line. I mean, you know that the players that's on their mind to an extent, and because of that, they're also playing a little safer than maybe they usually would, and so we tend to get somewhat a little more passive games because of that, which is understandable.
yeah, for sure. So it looks like Shrunken is going BKB, Shrunken Head, and I think that's completely fine. Shrunken Head is really good against the leading team. They have a lot of magic damage. I mean, yeah. Like is Meg in trouble? No.
Well, we
So
saw
if he
Hellbringer
gets
use his Malphus right there, by the way, to try to kill him, and
really,
ended up not working.
oh my god,
yeah.
you're right. What the hell?
So that's a big cooldown.
It definitely is. Yeah. God, that Malphus is so strong. 10 armor as well. What the hell?
It's pretty tanky. They're going to push with it, though, so they still might get a tower kill out of this at least. But now Magnus has a level 2 eruption, however, so got to be a little careful here.
Oh, he's actually gonna use it.
Oh, wow, he's going in. Not going to hit anyone, though, it looks like, completely with that stun. Sandwraith just using the illusions, not going to actually spawn in. Drunken Master, that fissure block, kind of an awkward spot right there. So, well, both teams end up using some pretty big ultimates. Get nothing out of it.
Yeah, that was interesting. So I guess everything missed there.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, they do spot the Swiftblade. Swiftblade might be in... Oh,
It's
he's back
just
in,
Magnus, though, right now. Oh, Parasite's kind of here, but Swiftblade is starting to run, though. He
that
picked
was
up
weird.
on
Did,
that.
did he know?
He picked up on something. They might have seen, like, the invis being picked up at the ward side, like somebody called it at the last second. Top lane, they dive Oscar, and they get the free kill right there. Swiftblade ports in, but obviously way too late to make a play, so. Yeah, killing Oscar, though, keeping that portal key in check is good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god, this is a huge kill.
Oh, he tried to swift slashes at the end, but he couldn't get it off, and they get the kill. And they're
What
gonna
a
fall
swing.
back. That is.
515, like, just press Z and look at that. 515 gold for killing a hero who has no kill streak whatsoever.
Yeah. That's quite the
That's
bonus.
how this game works.
Got the levels and the gold farm. It's an important kill, to say the least.
Yeah, it gives so much. It's such a huge swing when you kill a carry now.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
And Haxer is
So
the one
what
that
you
got
got-
credit for that, too.
Yeah, man, like, they're almost at the same... Okay, so he's going straight resto. He really just like to do that. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's going to be fine. With the correct positioning, it is going to definitely give him more value than a straight Shrunken.
Yeah.
But you do need to get that really good positioning. If the enemy team is aware that you are going straight resto, it could be a little risky because you're obviously very, very, very vulnerable. Like you see, he's level 13 with 900 HP.
Yep.
It's not a lot.
Not the most threatening there, but so you're getting at. So by the way, Hellbringer did finish the Shrunken, so we know that now.
Oh,
As far as
okay.
the first item here. And then I think what you got is also going to be going to Shrunken, which is a little more ideal than expected here.
Maybe it's because. Actually, I have no idea.
I'm with you. I'm lost as well, honestly.
But I'm just looking at the
odd.
team, and it's like, is there anything that's really... Am I missing anything? I don't think so. Same with Mara.
Like,
No.
the only thing that I could think of is just he wants to really... Like, this is a case of he really wants to make sure to be able to get off Malphus. He wants to be able to use it in the fight. But, again, being a Hellbringer, you're not necessarily in a vulnerable spot always.
Yeah, the spell has 1200 range. It's not that hard, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, sure, against a Sandwraith. Wouldn't Alston even make that more sense then? I don't know. If you wanted a defensive item, maybe?
Yeah. No, well, he has it, so, again, going to see how this works here now for Complexity, but doesn't seem like going to do a whole lot just yet, at least, until said fight breaks out, of course.
I think that when he plays the Swiftblade in this position, I think he likes to pick up a Shroud. And I think that would be pretty solid as well. And especially if he gets, you know, he can save up 3.2k gold and the Hellbound probably won't even notice. And then he can buy the Shroud without them knowing. And if they get a kill with that pickup on the Sandwraith and get a couple of towers, that is 10 times worth it. They might actually be doing a play in bottom, though.
Well, they tried, but Drunken Master actually went out a little bit, and Swiftblade definitely saw him right there. So A little unfortunate because, yeah, Magnus had the failed rot, and the timing almost worked out for their favor. But Swiftblade's going to run away now, picking up that they're in this jungle, so doesn't want to be vulnerable here. So, yeah, we'll see what Formless does go for, though. 1,600 gold saved up now.
So is that a level? Is that a level? What level is that possible? Oh man, can they? Why don't they change that so you can see the level of it?
Yeah, I know. That's frustrating. Have to wait for him to come out, unfortunately. I want to say maybe level 2, like would be my guess, but
300 GPM, red boots.
yeah.
I'm not sure, to be honest. Could be level 3 as well.
Nope.
320 GPM.
There we go.
It's level 3.
Level 3. Okay.
It could be.
Oh, middle lane, by the way.
There's a big tower kill.
Yeah, a couple of the lanes. They do get the tower kill middle, and they are going to get away in the end, so. Overall, better for Sync there. 2-for-1 trade.
So, they didn't actually get alchemist spawns on anyone. I guess they don't fear the parasite that much. So that level 3 puzzle is going to be a really, really pain in the ass, or whatever you want to call it. Because they have no way to deal with it.
Well, it's kind of tough with the Akbones because, honestly, who do they get it on? I guess they could do Warbeast. Yeah.
Yeah, easily.
Okay. Maybe next then. That's something to think about. But yeah, it's like it's either that or might just skip it altogether. But that means, as you pointed out, Parasite, he's gonna feel pretty comfortable this whole game then. Middle tower.
Yeah, and it's.
Oh, the deny attempt from Heke almost there.
Yeah, see, both teams were so close to denying both the mid towers. I think that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Sanders is getting pretty close to that resto, and that's honestly scary. Because like they're not even close on a Hellbringer at all, and that's so much damage coming out when you have 16 Mach with resto. Oh man! So that's what 12 seconds of the entire team having this illusion after them.
Yep, that's not going to be fun. And again, just not to harp on it all the time, but you see Hellbringer here. I mean, in the math, I'm pretty sure he would have had a resto stun himself here at this time if he did choose to go at first instead. So. Yeah, again.
But he has a blink, by the way. I don't know if we said that, but now there's the resto on Saner, so I don't think that blink's gonna do too much.
Yep.
And I legit think that Andro is gonna just straight up die if Saner presses R 2 times.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, 700.
I don't think she's gonna swipe.
Yeah, I mean, he might as well like just swap just to get the armor buff and if you try to live, I guess. But just look to use it like right away offensively or something like that, because yeah, you're right. I mean, he's gonna die so quickly here. Might as well.
I'm gonna look at him next fight.
Yeah. Okay, Swiftblade's level 16, so that's important there.
He bought a Frostburn, by the way.
Yep. Finishes that.
Sure. It's gonna give him a little bit of survivability. Not really a too big impact item.
Drunken, by the way, he eventually went to Shrunk in, and now he has another Mighty Blade, so he might be going to Frosted Skull too now.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, so there's a center Velty.
Oh, there gets Behemoth up here. He throws out a fissure, though. And he's running. Now, can he get the porta key off is the question. That man has said, there's a Resto Stone. They really want this kill. And they'll get a Zippy. Meanwhile, middle lane, he helps get the kill actually on a Hellbringer. So a couple of pretty big kills right there. Yes, it was a double Sand Wraith, but hey, those are 2 pretty big kills.
Yeah, for sure. And they're gonna do Kong even for that with the level 3 puzzle. It's super easy, I think. Oh. Yeah, Abyssal as well. It's easy Kong.
Yeah.
And there's not really anything they can do without the Hellbringer, because he's like Hellbringer B. That's all the team fights. They cannot fight without those guys. They'll get kited, you know. So that's a pretty big swing right there. Yeah, really well done by Sync, I think.
This is going to be a token on Sand Wraith, and it feels like Sync is just really, really looking so much stronger now. Andromeda is in a lot of trouble. She just swaps in, essentially, just hoping to make a play. Swiftly got stunned, though, as a result of that swap, and now he's kind of an awkward spot. I mean, he has an ultimate. Warbeast is in there, kills Moira. In fact, Sand Wraith is now caught up by Swiftplay. The Swift slashes. He will fall off the bat. Magnus coming in. Nice spin, though, for us. But the jump from Oscar, actually. As soon as the resurrection happens, this is going to be enough for the kill. Magnus barely surviving. Pops a Shrunken. He's going to live, and they also turn it right there on the couple. In comes Malphite, but he got there just a little bit too late. And now he's going to have to fall back with it. So Sync dominating that fight. I mean, sure, token used, but still pretty happy with that, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Complexity is like one of the best teams at fighting, though, honestly. Like I admire that because like just the way they I'm looking at things and it's like it all makes sense, right? I mean, of course, they lost the fight, but it's like they have it against the token. But just like the way they baited the B heal and everything for like the token, and he was so patient with Oscar, and it was clear there was some really good communication between Formless and Oscar there.
Yeah.
I think if Hellbringer was there like 5 seconds earlier, they would have actually gotten 3 more kills or something like that. So, but yeah, man, Complexity's the team fights are so strong. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
So I do hope that he's gonna get a resto next on Hellbringer.
Right.
'Cause,
Yeah, I mean, obviously, again, we praised Fuzzy Sloth so much. Yeah, he won the MVP award, for that matter, in 2015 for the Honcast Awards, at least, and yeah, I think deservedly so. But I barely, with what is on the line here, the item decision, even when he got picked up, he hasn't even used the Shrunken Head yet. Now, 10 minutes later, it almost feels like, hey, man, I really wish we saw even the supportish item, just something else. But yeah, like you said,
big extra Sandwich for trouble.
that would have been a big kill. Yeah, they almost got in range to get it.
You have no idea how close that was? Oh my god.
And now Sandwraith actually ulties just to scout them. Is he going to go in? It looks like he's holding back. They're trying to pick up somebody. Hellbringer pops a Shrunken to run. He's going to be fine. Magnus catches Warbeast though, but
So that was the first Shrunken pop this game, by the way, from Hellbringer. Oh, another thing I noticed last fight, I thought was kind of funny. Not really a big deal, but so Andrew, right? When the first resto double ult that Sandwraith did, I don't know if you remember. So what Andrew did, he was ready for it, and he had a TP on him, and as soon as Sandwraith fought it, he just TP'd to base. And even though he TP'd to base, he was below half-life.
Yep.
I think that's kind of smart, actually. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that's obviously is what you should do, definitely.
Yeah, if a fight's not breaking out by any means, then yeah, just simply TP back to base. So as long as he has one on him, then he's good. Like right now, he happens to not. So, but obviously.
No, but Sandwraith doesn't have a ulti.
Yeah, he only used the one there, of course. So.
So we're gonna see a Shroud coming up on Swiftblade, I believe.
Yep. He did purchase that, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, they almost catch it. No, it's just delusion. Never mind.
Actually, Warbeast is in trouble here.
Oh, man.
He's
They're
gonna be
going to
fine,
jump
though.
in. Pops the Metamorphosis, though. He'll just run it off. Look at again, Andromeda running back to base.
So hard to kill Warbeast. So tanky as well.
Yep, fast, especially with the Shrunken. It is pretty difficult, so. But Sandwraith double ulti is down now. Obviously, the Complexity knows this. So, again, if they want to somehow take advantage of that, could, but probably want the Resto Stone on Hellbringer before they really look for a fight.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say they just chilled. They're cool, taking this game to a late game. So, Brutalize on Drunken, man. That's when you know it's Zibba playing.
Okay, yeah. No, I overlooked that when we were talking about the Mighty Blade pickup.
But see, now this team would maybe make sense, right?
True.
Because he gets the attack speed that synergizes well with the percent chance to stun them.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you thought about this all along, but honestly, I think it's cool.
Well, actually, a point to bring up, too. Now, I know Hellbringer's going to iffy build, but he is going to be going the Resto now. We know that for sure. No Fireblade. Is that something that this Hellborn team needs to think about now? With picking up.
Well, to counter the Malphite or what? It doesn't even one-shot anymore.
It does not, you're right.
It's not that great anymore. I tried it, and it really is not that great.
Yeah.
Not for the Malphite, at least. It's good for other stuff, though. Sandwraith? No, it's fine.
Just farming.
Yeah, you see the thing pops up that he's taking damage.
Yep, catches me always too. You realize, oh no, it's just farming.
So they really want some levels in B. Yeah.
Middle lane, Magnus, he's been invis. He's level 16 as well. They're gonna jump actually, but he popped the Shrunken. Zibby popped the Shrunken before the Shockwave. In comes the counter eruption. Hellbringer in trouble. He is going to get a Malphite off, but it doesn't really matter. He will die right there. We do see Warbeast following it up, though, and now Drunken Master actually does have to be on the run. Swiftblade and Warbeast are doing plenty of damage. Nice job with the Arcane Vortex. It catches. Did it catch Swiftblade? Yes, it did. And actually, now they're going to jump coming out of it. Look at the burst. Swiftblade will fall right there. Warbeast has to run. Sync Esports is dominating these fights here. The reaction of Zibby, they popped the Shrunken as Behemoth was running in, was perfect, and that started the whole turnaround there.
That was inhumane. Yeah, he pre-popped the beekeeper shrunken head, and it was like, yeah, just did the fight right there.
Yeah.
That was the difference maker. I'm not even gonna. Yeah, that was. And by the way, I don't know if you saw, but both Hacks and Slab playing the Parasite bought shrunken head. So you're actually gonna have a shrunken on Parasite as well.
4 shrunken heads all of a sudden on their side. That is something.
So this Behe Hellbringer ult's not really gonna do too much if Sync is gonna be able to initiate.
Yeah.
And having a center for the team, that's honestly not too hard. So yeah, I didn't even think about that, but the Shrunken Heads, they really do counter those two heroes so much.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Swiftblade, they haven't really gotten too much out of him, in all honesty.
Yeah, his impact has seemed pretty. Again, I just think like almost as a team though, it's just they haven't really been able to make a big fight happen. Now, whether that's because Sync reactions or eventually the Wrestle Stone was picked up on Samurai. And ever since that, it seems like it's really been all Sync, to be honest. Not that that's surprising.
Yeah, it wasn't that Kong fight.
In the Kong fight, yeah.
So they even have an eye now in Sainwave, and that means that they won't be able to really do the both ganks as they love to do. We haven't even taken that yet, but Wajigata has been doing a good job at scouting with the wolves and stuff like that, setting up kills, but they won't be able to do that anymore, at least not on Sainwave, because he has that eye, so...
Yeah, only 6 hero kills in 33 minutes. Not what you want if you're Complexity. Now, again, the Resto Stone, this is still not a concede-worthy game just yet. You get a Resto Stone here on Hellbringer, just about has it. It looks like Brutalizer probably going to be on Warbeast even as well. I mean, these are pretty solid pickups coming out, and definitely still potential, especially with the Warbeast and the Swiftblade. Farming as they have been, but it is in favor of Sync here. And yeah, their initiation, their damage overall, because Samwraith obviously is doing so much himself, not with the Shrunken as we mentioned, but Drunken's doing plenty too.
Yeah, he is, definitely. That's the rest though.
Yeah.
I think if they get a fight where they get to initiate on Sainwraith and he doesn't have a buyback, then I think that's an easy fight for them. But because Sainwraith is, I think he's like half of Hellbound's damage almost.
Oh, jump in the middle lane. This time he says, react to this, Zibe. He does not. Now he's dropping quickly. He will go down to the end. Samwraith ultimate, not going to go in. More illusion. Going to have fun with them. Behemoth getting swapped out by Andromeda to help him survive. But again, that was an ultimate used by Samwraith. He actually is going to double ultimate right here. Looking to make a play. No buyback from Zibe. This is simply 4 versus 5. They know this. Behemoth and Andromeda getting solo. Behemoth being chased, in fact. Can he get away? He cannot. The Machiavelli is doing too much. But meanwhile, over here, another fight taking place as Magnus goes down. Swiftblade chasing after Mora. Mora is going to fall. They're also going to take on Parasite, it looks like. And all of a sudden, 4 are dead for the Hellborn. And that is the fight that Complexity definitely needed here, as they're going to push the tower now in the middle lane. So that is what Complexity was looking for sure.
Good lord. So, I don't know if you noticed, but Sainwraith, he tried to kill Andro, right? But so Andro's reaction is obviously, oh, Sainwraith is ulting, let me fall back to base. So 1 auto attack short of killing that Andro. So yeah, that was a little unfortunate there, targeting and such.
Are they going to get racks? They are, aren't they? Holy crap, this double Malphys, now it's only 1, but still plenty to help Siege. And that's a Rax all of a sudden. What a turn for Complexity. Wow.
It was really well done, I agree.
Yeah, and it all came down to catching Zibe. I mean, the fight before, he reacted as he did, and we saw the turn. Now this time they catch him without a Shrunken, and sure enough, they win the fight pretty big time. Now we see right here, Arcane Vortex going to catch a couple as resurrections are happening. So Sync may be able to get some pretty big kills here out of this. Yeah, Swiftblade goes down. Hellbringer? No, he is going to survive the Brutalizer. Did not go off right there. So they do get the important carry kill, but Complexity, I still think, overall pretty satisfied with that outcome.
Yeah, I mean, there was a tiny little commitment. I don't think they want to trade the tower top for a Swiftblade kill. But yeah, aside from that, they're pretty happy with the Rags mid. So if they win one more team fight, I think they're looking pretty good in this game. I mean, they're going to get, 2 set of Rags, which is like golden. But they are still behind on the... If you look at like experience and gold.
Oh, yeah.
By quite a bit, actually. 20,000.
I know. That's that's a little surprising. I mean, Behemoth and Andromeda aren't helping that cause, to be fair. But so you can look at it from that perspective and just think, like, okay, well, that's where they're losing, if anything. But still, I mean, Sync does technically still have the lead according to the stats. And they're going to get a Conqueror here again, which means another token for Sandwraith, most likely.
That's rough. So Mag is actually... Nick is chilling in top lane, looking here to do some stuff to Hellbringer.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's not going to work. He needed to Shrunken first, for sure. And he chose not to, just go for the TP instead.
That's how we know Mickey, right? Team's taking Konga, Mickey's looking for a kill somewhere.
Yep. Makes it work here. So, buyback on Hellbringer.
Super good.
So
He does have 3,000 saved up. And they actually do have all the ultis as well, so they're definitely ready for this. There's going to be a token on Samuel though, and he only has one ulti to work with. So we'll see.
Swiftplay bought against Jiro, by the way, so he does not have a buyback. May not have a buyback, I should say. He has one now, but if he dies...
Yeah, if he gets a kill, he'll...
He probably will at this rate, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So
he usually does that, and then he splits the Genjuro into the Wingbow, obviously. That's good.
Yeah. You see Void Talisman pick up. It's become a pretty popular item in a lot of cases.
Yeah, it's super good here. For sure.
Go up against the Drunken.
So Icebrand on Zibba, he's going the Frostwolf. Damn, he's tanky, man. Almost 3,000 health.
Yeah, that with the Untouchable. Not a lot of damage you're going to potentially be able to do to him.
He hits for 320.
Yeah. That's pretty strong. And again, his skill set allows him to hit or provides a lot of extra damage on top of that even. So, yeah, if they can catch him before he pops Untouchable, and especially the Shrunken, then obviously they can lock him down for a kill, sure. But
they have to use so much on him, though. He's so damn tanky.
Yeah. Sandwraith did go the Geometer's Bane. So he has that now, more of that combative item here.
And Demonic and War Beast. So he just chilled with the Mighty Blade, and I guess he's gonna finish it now. He's got that armor to his team, which is solid.
Man. Just as we think, Sync's starting to pull ahead and look really good. Complexity again, they get the fight that they were hoping for. The comeback's real, and they all of a sudden take rack. So, yes, the stats still suggest they're behind, but they're up in racks, and that's, you can argue, is one of the most important stats in a game. So,
yeah, like they have like the three most cooldown-based heroes in the game, I believe. Like Behe, Hellbringer, and Sandwraith, all three in the same game. It's like these heroes are so, and obviously Tempest being there as well. Like these heroes who buy like Resto and stuff like that, they're so ulti dependent, and when they don't have that and you take a fight, you might lose it even if you're far ahead, because it's such a big difference maker in those fights.
Yeah.
And that's why this game can pretty much go anywhere, even if there's a lead to one of the teams. Because if one team doesn't have their ultis up, they are probably weaker, even though they are far behind on the, far ahead on the XP charge.
And, you know, in a game like this, too, you just know that buybacks are going to be so important. And there's only been one that was used, and that was pretty earlier on by Mickey on Magnus. So everyone still has 2 buybacks to go other than that. So, yeah, this game still potentially has a bit left in it for sure at this rate. I mean, this is easily could be a 50, 60-minute game even.
Oh, definitely.
Going, so.
Yeah, that's actually funny you mentioned that. I don't think it's pretty rare that 40 minutes into a game there's only 1 buyback used.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty rare. But yeah, if it's any player who would use it, it's definitely Mickey. Such a playmaker.
The aggressive one for sure, so. Is down 1, but again, everyone else having the couple. Speaking of Mickey, 3,400 gold saved up. They're trying to maybe set up bottom down here, but it looks like Complexity already falling back, so not going to fall for that there. And back to more farm we go. So the token, that's going to be expiring soon. Yeah, only a minute left.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Complexity is doing. They're scouting with the wolves, trying to dodge as well as they can, go as one team, so the Sandwraith ulti won't catch them off guard, you know. And you see what you got. As soon as that wolf cooldown comes up, he's straight out, sending them out, scouting with them to make sure his team doesn't get picked off. So yeah, they definitely wrote down the Kong time. They know exactly when the token is expiring, and that's when they're probably going to start being more out on the map again, yeah?
Yeah.
So, and Sync, they're just...
Whoa, Sandwraith ulti right here. Where is he going? Just simply scouting.
Yeah, it's definitely a scout.
Intro again, nearly dying, but he's fine.
Really?
He got to like a third of his life. He is trying to get a Void Talisman, though, so.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
I think that's so funny. Like, you just press R on your keyboard and you kill the support. Like,
Yep. That's quite the strength to have. I don't hear like Sandwraith, but
11 on B, pretty solid.
Yeah, he's been there for a little bit here, so.
Do they want Sheep and Miki? I mean, he's not that far off, honestly. I'm a little bit. I mean, so that is to say that it is fairly difficult breaking baits with a Sainrave drunken core lineup, you know, because those heroes they don't really excel at pushing at all. They have the Parasite and the Ballista, sure, but we have 42 minutes into the game. That's not really going to do that much damage.
Oh yeah,
base terms. So it's really difficult for Hellbound to push, I think, and even Complexity is grouping up top. They're all well dreaded though.
Well, that's the thing, though. I mean, yeah, I mean, you look at the strengths here for sure, and no doubt Sinks is. It's not pushing. It's not even necessarily team fighting. It's individual ganking. I mean, that's where they really have their strength. For sure, this game middle lane, by the way, Zibe. We could see this again. We've seen this now a couple times. Can he react in time? Hellbringer coming in. There's a jump with a shockwave. Here comes Malphite's quick reaction with the Arcane Vortex from Serenia. How's it going to play out after this? The second Malphite's coming down. Zibe's getting low. He has to run away, actually. Meanwhile, Andromeda is going to be picked up. Dragon Master, he is still alive off to the side. Eruption going off. Swiftblade getting low himself. Boy, he got picks off the kill to Serenia. Fuzzy Sloth will fall in the midst of it, though. Behemoth down. Is Dragon Master still alive? He actually is. Samwraith is still well alive for that matter. Double ultimate use. Swiftblade is going to fall. And now Warby's all alone. Not for long as he dies. And it's a genocide for Sync Esports here. A complete cleanup. They finish off the Malphite behind. Hat trick for Haxron in the midst of it. And guess who survived after all of that? Mr. Drunken.
Yeah, that was inhumane reactions by Serenia. Did you see that? That was incredible.
That was quick,
that was I think half a second or something. It was just boom, right there, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm sure he was baiting it though. But yeah, damn, the reactions. So I'm expecting to see a bunch of buybacks here probably.
Gonna have to, most likely. I mean, was everything... Metamorphosis is up. Obviously, that's just a short cooldown, so... other than that, though, they don't have anything up. But yeah, probably going to buy back at least to save the racks from dying right here for sure.
Do they even need? I think Swift is going to buy back.
Yeah, only one of the heroes I think needs it. I don't think they all need to by any means.
I think Swift is...
Well, maybe not, actually. Again, this goes back to their sieging. They're pushing the towers is pretty weak, honestly.
It is, and they're doing super good job at just spamming those spells. And they're backing. Okay, they didn't even need a buyback.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid keeping all your heroes at 2 buybacks. Solid. And Mag is going to pick up his sheepstick now, by the way. I think, at least. Are you going to?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
He should. He really should. There's no item he could buy that's better than that.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty obvious choice here. So let's go like a staff or something. Oh my god.
Are you kidding me?
Actually,
oh my.
Yeah, the troll's real. There's no way he actually goes staff.
Stop doing this.
I don't think they need more damage. I mean, you can argue more team fight damage maybe, but no, Sheepstick's just so good.
Okay. He wants to buy it, I guess.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't he buy the 25? Oh.
Yeah, well, that pretty much ensures that he's going that, though. Ooh, speaking of staff, though, Sandwraith gets his own.
Staff?
So, yeah.
Oh.
He's got the fear now.
Oh, he actually went staff, I'm saying. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit rare, but yeah, it's definitely not bad. I mean, it's a superior fear, which is very, very solid, obviously. Yeah. I thought he maybe would want a wingbow against the dual core on Legion, but he prefers the staff. I personally would have liked wingbow more here because you see like the brutalizer on Sainrave, on Warbeast and Swift. But I guess he's in his mind he wants to maybe dodge them around, kill the rest of the team.
Yeah.
I guess, and just yeah, of course it's super good to have the staff with the double ult and all that. It's a lot of fear and AoE slow.
It's strong, yeah. And again, they do have that pseudo carry, the backup in the Drunken. They got a lot of individual damage from him too, so I think that alone is enough to... If he was the true soul carry here, like solo carry, then yeah, I think the Wingbow arguably would be the better choice, but yeah, that's why I think staff is actually pretty solid here in the end.
Oh, it's definitely solid, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think both are good, honestly. It's like...
True.
I'm not gonna say one of them is better, honestly. So Drunken has some gold as well. I wonder what he's gonna buy next.
Nope.
Oh, what's going on here?
Top lane, they're gonna catch Behemoth, yeah. So, does not have a buyback. I don't know if it'll really matter, though. Conqueror has got to be up soon with that said. Right here. So, and that would be the third Conqueror, of course. So, no doubt, again, a game that just understandable. It's going to come down to possibly a third Conqueror. Be the next big fight here.
Yeah, so Sainrave can actually... He's not going to be able to take any of that. token or anything like that.
Oh, true. Yeah, I guess at that point you'd probably give it to Drunken then.
Yeah, for sure. Token, Drunken, and probably Mag, a Parasite. We'll see what they prefer.
Yeah.
But yeah, Drunken is actually like the one who's always initiated on, so that wouldn't be too bad. Swift split up the Genjiro to a Wingbow, and he's actually got 4K already saved up, so
Yeah.
I like it. I wonder what he's gonna go from here.
I assume finish the Genjiro again.
Yeah.
It's a lot of just still extra agility to gain, and then the double stealth is really strong. But I mean, at the same time, no, he doesn't have. Okay, he has a Frostburn. I was thinking maybe the symbol even, but
Yeah, I was thinking Satanic is probably necessary this game if he wants to take it late at least. Which I do think that Legion team has a better late game. Like if we go like all the heroes have maxed out items and such.
yeah.
But yeah, Frostbite not being that great of a late game orb effect. But yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily think that symbol is the way to win the game.
No.
I think they might need some more damage.
Elder Parasite then. It's a nice mix.
That wouldn't be bad, honestly. It's super good on that hero.
Oh, yeah.
You have so many... You can take damage when you're on ulti and you're immune from your Q, so yeah, it's a good item. Wouldn't even mind him picking that up, but he needs to, get a new item sooner or later, because that's not a good late game item.
Well, another strat pause here, I'm sure, from Sync, so... Yeah,
It could also be... Sometimes it's pretty good just, getting your head clear, maybe getting a little bit of fresh air, just a couple of minutes when it's like, they've almost played for an hour, so they might be getting a little... want to make sure they play to their maximum potential, especially in a game like this, so I can understand that.
Yeah, again, to really stress here for those that are perhaps tuning in late, that this match, it is more than a loser's bracket finals here. The winner of this series, what is best of 3 here, this being game 1, will get the #1 seed overall, which means they get that automatic invite to Thailand for the World Finals. That takes place later this year. So, AKA pretty damn important. Pretty damn important that it's all come down to this here with this specific match. So, as expected. And it really is something, too. Again, seeing this golden experience late, it's been now as big as it's been for Sync, yet it still feels like complexity really is in this game. And obviously a lot of that has to do with the middle racks that they got.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Team fight that they won here recently.
They still have a hell of a good team fight on Legion team, and that's just why it's not easy to seal the deal for Sync at all, even with this lead.
Absolutely. And you also think, Hellbringer's probably, he could get a sheepstick himself here coming up, especially with a Resto Stone. That could be really powerful, so.
Oh, yeah, that's super strong. Even a Blink, I think. Oh, maybe not against him. I think he might go an All-Stone as well. Oh, maybe not, because he has a Resto, obviously.
Yeah.
I think she'd be alright.
Speaking of that, I think Magnus just got his sheep, or he's close at least. He purchased the Acolyte staff, so. Okay, and then he sold it. Guess he's just seeing where
is he doing this to troll us?
I think he really just wants to make sure he has the buyback. So yeah, he's probably gonna finish this maybe and then buy it. Now,
but man, I can't help but thinking it because he
no.
bought the staff and sold it.
Yeah, a little bit troller sometimes. Okay, there we go. It's coming now.
I would like to see a Resto on the War Beast here.
On the War Beast, okay.
Yeah.
Double ulti.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, when he's not in that metamorphosis, he's a completely different hero, aka a much worse hero. So,
for sure,
makes sense.
It's just so good, and double shrunken as well. It's so good. And man, so much Golden Swift as well. I'm not sure. Do you think he's just gonna buy the Genjiro?
It seems like that's the easy choice, the obvious and easy choice, but yeah, it depends on. Again, does he feel like he needs that symbol? Does he feel like he wants just raw damage? Rift Shard's level 4 even,
Oh, I don't think he's going to go crit and Swift though. But
that's true, yeah, no, that wouldn't make sense. Savage?
That's a little bit of diminishing returns. That would be no reason to buy Savage this game whatsoever. I think he's going to get the Satanic plus Genjiro, but I don't know which order.
Nope.
So they're doing Kong again, and that's dropping pretty quick.
Double damage Drunken, that'll help.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
They're going to have to give it up. Same with ultis just to make sure. They're
So
not
you got,
nearby.
okay, bananas, parasite, token, run. There we go.
It goes to the top lane, but just harassing them. Yeah, so token on Drunken. Okay. That's what they decided to do. Makes sense there.
Yeah, that's what we expected as well, so that's all good.
There's the Gunjiro.
He has, just pointing out that Drunken has 5.5 thousand gold saved up in his bank.
Yep. Gonna have to buy something here. At this point, I mean, right now with a token, I guess he technically doesn't really have a spot, but...
I'm not even kidding. I think crit is pretty solid.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Crit or Gunjiro, I think, would be really good items here for Drunken.
Yeah.
He's so damn tanky, he doesn't need more health. But yeah, I don't know if you're aware, but you can actually crit twice with rift shots.
Oh, by the way, big fight coming out down here. They do catch Hellbringer. Hellbringer throws out the Malphite. Samurai win in with that fear effect. Swap from Andromeda as well, just to make sure. Sheepstick on somebody there. That was Drunken Master, it looks like. Switchblade's still full alive. Behemoth jumps in the background, catches Magnus. Magnus is dropping to Malphite, the two of them, and he goes down. Drunken Master getting low as well. Barely alive, not for long, though. He will get sniped out. Hellbringer picked off in the background, but Complexity is winning this fight number-wise here. 2-for-1 exchange. Is there going to be more? Behemoth does catch Samurai. If they're able to secure this kill, that is going to be absolutely huge. He does not have a Desert's Curse just yet. Just coming up. Swiftly running in, but no! The fissure block causing issues. And Sandwraith actually will escape right there. So, oof, at least he lives, but...
What a fight, man.
Absolutely, again. Drunken doesn't have a buyback, by the way.
He bought a wingbow.
Oh my gosh.
Really? Did he just do that?
Wow.
No
he
way.
bought a wingbow going into it, and then he ends up dying. Oh, no. That's a lot of damage they lose. They do not have a samurai. Is this going to be a second Rax? The Malphite, okay, they're going to be able to kill it off. They do catch Warbeast. He might as well commit. I was going to say, he's just going to go back in. Sheepstick onto him, but if he gets this melee Rax, oh, so close.
Oh, man, I feel like he could have just kept hitting him.
Yeah.
There's no way he's going to survive anyways.
He tried to go for it in the end, but comes up short. That's unfortunate for Complexity, but big picture.
That was a solid fight, though.
Solid fight for sure. That wingbow choice, though.
Yeah, I feel it's so typical Zibber, though, do this kind of stuff. And I've played with him, and it's like, I feel like he would always do this every single game. It's some kind of, it's definitely not, it's not bad, I'm not saying that, but it's just like, you know, thinking out of the box, definitely, I would say.
Oh, Swiftblade here, by the way. He's going to get the melee Rax. They do have a rev for it, but by the time they react, he's being so cautious, which is understandable, but he has this. I mean, they're not going to be able to stop this, yeah. That's an easy kill. He's just going to run away. Well, nobody.
There we go.
Cancel
That's
it.
heads-up play, I like it.
Yeah, very heads-up play by him. Any buybacks used? Okay, Mickey did buy back a second time, so he's the only one.
I didn't even notice that.
Now bought back, and he's out of them completely. Sync is, all of a sudden, despite being up 21,000 gold and 33,000 experience, they're the ones that are playing behind now. Being down 2 sets of racks here.
Yeah, in terms of base, at least, yeah, for sure. They would love to have this Rax, though.
Malphite is ready. One of them, at least. There's the Shockwave jump. They do catch Sandwraith. The real one that is. Malphite's in the background. Having a jump and a half. However, Serenia quick with the Arcane Vortex. They jump inside, though. It's still locked in onto Sandwraith. He pops the Shrug, and is that going to be enough? Magnus does it with the Eruption. But Swiftblade's still doing plenty of damage, honestly, with that Cleaver in the midst of it. And Sandwraith, he's going to barely survive, trying to cut away. He cannot, though. He's chased up by Warbeast. They don't even get the racks either, and Complexity is cleaning them up somewhat. Swiftblade does get picked off, actually, as Drunken was able to dive him. Now they're going for the racks, so actually Sync, they do have something going here, but buyback from Swiftblade. He's coming back in. You got to run now if you're Sync. They're trying to, but they may not be able to get it far away in the end. Sandwraith bought back, by the way. He's back. Magnus gets picked off. Warbeast's going to get locked down by the Brutalizer proc, and he will die. He does have a buyback, though, and he's going to use it immediately. He has this Metamorphosis as well. Behemoth, he's going to get caught here most likely. Yeah, he will fall, but Swiftblade running back in. Get a two-shot more right there. Drunken getting low. Warbeast running in with the Metamorphosis. Got to be careful about that. Drunken, the Brutalizer proc the miss. Will it matter? No, it will not. He gets the kill in the end, and Samwraith has to walk it off. No melee rack skill in the end.
Oh my
Complexity. Unbelievable here.
You know, they might even lose the top range rack because there's so many creeps there. Do you think Saren's going to be able to defend that? I don't think so. Look at that.
The range racks is going to drop fast here.
I think it's going to like be completely dead.
Oh, yeah. No, that's dead. There's no chance. So that's 2 sets officially now. Look at the bottom. Formless is pushing it. This is it. This is honestly it. Samwraith, he's the last stand here. Parasite does buy back. He has bananas, by the way, still, but tower goes down. Swiftblade, he's going to
go for it.
Kind of might as well, right? Yeah, with just those 2, he's not too concerned. He knows that they don't have buybacks now. This is going to be Megas, and Complexity very likely is going to take game number 1 here now as a result of this. Unbelievable. Now, Sync, I don't know if they're going to concede, and nor should they, in my opinion, because, again, what is on the line here? But good luck dealing with Megas now.
I can't believe what just happened.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a fight. They just ran up and took the rags because they both have buybacks. They didn't care if they died. Oh.
What? I mean, that's something. How a team, in this case Complexity, is ultimately very, very likely now going to win it, despite never being in the lead since like the 20-minute mark. And here we are, nearly 60 minutes.
That's incredible. If you're like looking at the game stats and you're like, how the hell did they win? You know, the end game stats.
Well, I mean, let's not like so. Really, you got to think it just comes down to the team fight potential. Like that was the biggest strength. That was on this Legion side, and the double Malphus, the shockwaves were no doubt big from Oscar. And again, they have great late game carry. It's not like that was going to taper off. So I think maybe we overlooked that a little bit, but it all worked. However, they did it.
Yeah, I definitely think they're much stronger than Siggy's late game, but maybe not with a lead like this you wouldn't expect. But
yeah.
It is just so damn hard to fight against double Hellbring ulti.
Yeah, being the superior stun is the biggest thing, because it's like you literally cannot do anything about it. I mean, Moira, I guess.
It's a lot of damage, too.
It is, you're right. It is a lot of damage that maybe is underestimated somewhat, because it's that Inferno just constantly burning, with the 2 of them especially.
You know it deals 100 damage every second, right?
I didn't know it was that much, honestly, so... You figure there's 2 of them, so that's 200 damage a second. Magic, yeah.
It's like, it's more than a muck. It's incredible. You don't want to stay near one of those in a team fight. Yeah. It's so much damage. And
so, now it's like, so here's the thing. Mega Creeps, not that there's all these strategies to play against Mega Creeps, so they're going to get more, He's trying to scout. But it's like, you got to go all in eventually. You're not going to constantly just be able to stop this. It's going to kill you. Inevitably. So, Samwraith, he just ulti's here to scout. I don't think... Okay, no, he is going in. I'm not sure what the plan is here, though. He's going to die. I think he was just trying to make some kind of play, I guess, but... Well, he kills Andromeda.
So real quick, I just want to... If you go to the damage chart, and you just check that out, you see how much it does. Like, Hellbringer actually has dealt more damage than Warbeast, just because of that. I just thought that was kind of surprising.
Malphus, Samwraith, though, he dominates that.
Yeah, of course.
Wow, what a game, though. What a game.
Super. I keep stressing this. Like, I think Complexity is, like, if not the best team, but one of the best team for team fights. They're so damn good together.
Yeah.
And you just see the communication between Oscar and Formless and the Conga fight and all that. Like, it's so damn good. It's like the synergy between these players is... I hate playing against them as well when team fights because they're so damn good at it.
Yeah, you can appreciate it though. Yeah, no, it is fun to watch, and man, they're up 1-0 now. Again, we've said it enough. There's what is on the line here. That's got to feel good. It's not over though by any means. Obviously, I think a lot of us would expect this